Hello again. Yes, we are focused on the weather tonight. Snow and wind tonight make for a dangerous combination of driving. Some whiteout conditions possible this evening.
We continue our team coverage with a look at the roads.
Here's how the traffic looks right now on the I-74 bridge. You can tell it's very difficult to see just from the bridge cameras there. Cars are crossing what is normally the evening rush hour. They are moving very slowly, it looks like, from our vantage point, as you can imagine. And
we do have a crew on the Iowa side keeping us up to date and you up to date on travel conditions there.
Check in now with Local 4 News Director Mike Mickle. He's with Chief Photographer Brian Bobb doing the driving tonight. Mike, what are you seeing?
Jim, we are on 53rd Street between Devil's Glen and 18th Street here in Bettendorf, and man, what a difference an hour makes. When we were on the air last hour, there was not that much snow. The roads were absolutely fine, and they have really deteriorated in the past hour. Here in Bettendorf, we have seen at least 3 snowplows going through. They're trying to kind of keep up with the snowfall. And I would say that in the past half hour or so, maybe the snow is diminishing a little bit. There is some wind, but not as much as there was earlier. But if you're going to be traveling tonight, you do want to be careful because there is a lot of snow on the road. We have seen some people sliding, and it's not a fun night to be out and about. Just be careful if you have to be out on the roads. We're going to keep driving around some of the areas here, assessing the road situation, and then we'll be back later in this half hour with another report. But right now, reporting live from Bettendorf, I'm Mike Mickle, Local 4 News.
Mike, thank you. Be safe. Our team coverage continues with Local 4's Ryan Riskey. He is with photojournalist Mike Cologne. Right now, they are checking out conditions on the Illinois side.
Yeah, you don't want to drive unless you absolutely have to. Let's check in with them now. Ryan, how does it look for you where you are?
Jim and Ann, we're here on 4th Avenue in Moline at a gas station right next to Public Works here in Moline. Right now all the vehicles have been gassing up right here. They've been they've been plowing the snow. And right now the road conditions are not ideal. The plows are out right now, and it is getting very white right now. It's a sea of white as the snow starts coming in and the wind is here. You can see right here, the roads still need to be plowed. However, we have seen many plows and snow trucks out and about here in Moline and in Rock Island. Right now, they're still out and the snow's still coming down really hard. Again, if you don't have to be out, please stay inside. We'll continue to update you as these conditions get worse. For now, reporting live in Moline, Ryan Riskey, Local 4 News.
Ryan, thank you. That is one thing we are seeing in these live shots that we continue to get for you is not a lot of traffic. So it does look like a lot of people are home tonight. It is going to be a long night for road crews trying to keep our streets clear.
Yeah, heed that advice to stay off them for sure. They spent hours leading up to the storm treating streets and highways ahead of time and trying to clear snow and ice from the last storms, all to minimize the buildup tonight.
Local 4's Aaliyah Sims joining us live right now with more on the plan of attack. Aaliyah?
As you can imagine, they are busy. And Jim, I'm here in downtown Rock Island, and it is certainly snowing here, only adding to what was left behind from the last storm. Now, the city of Rock Island, like many other cities, have declared this a snow emergency. So they want all vehicles and cars to be off of the roads by 11 p.m. to make sure that they can fully have access to snowplow. But over in Moline, crews are out early in the morning and even well into last night pre-treating the roads. They expect to be out throughout the rest of the day to clear the roads to make sure it's safe for drivers. Now, the city of Moline has 30 trucks out plowing and salting, and we know every storm is different. So earlier today I spoke to the Public Works motor operator about how they prepared for the change of weather.
The most important thing is how much snow we're going to get, and that declares how much equipment we're going to use and what type of equipment and how many guys we're going to need for each event. They're saying, I guess, 5 to 8, but it's going to linger into Tuesday, so it's going to be a long event. We're prepared. Everybody's on staff and ready to roll.
Now, the city of Moline just purchased 250 tons of salt just last week, so they are well prepared. They are also taking a different approach with this snow event. They are addressing residential areas as well as the main routes at the same time to make sure that residents are not stuck inside their homes. But crews all across the Quad Cities are asking for the public's help to make sure that they remove their vehicles from the side of the road to make sure that they can fully do their job. Live here in Rock Island, Aaliyah Sims, Local 4 News.
Leah, thank you. We've got a long night ahead of us for sure. We're also tracking what's happening with schools. Several adjusted their schedules to remote learning today. Several events canceled tonight. Tomorrow's COVID-19 vaccination clinic in Rock Island County, scheduled for Milan, is canceled. So is the COVID-19 testing site at the TaxSlayer Center in Moline. That will resume on Thursday. We have you covered on all the storm developments online at ourquadcities.com. Local 4's Jarek Andreski reports how to track that information you need on our website.
Hey everyone, I'm in the digital newsroom. I've got ourquadcities.com pulled up, and I'm going to show you where to find all the information that you're going to need as this storm hits the Quad Cities. So let's take a look here. We're going to start with these banners up at the top. We'll start with this first one, live update, snow emergencies in the area cities. If you go ahead and click on it, that's going to open up a new page. In here you can see from Illinois and Iowa cities and what they're doing as this storm is coming through. You see snow emergencies, ice emergencies, how long they last and what they're asking people to do. Then back at the top of the page, we see right below live updates, we have closings and early dismissals. You can either arrow through here on the right hand side all the schools that are getting closed or early dismissals, or you can click on the link and again it'll open up a new page and you can scroll through once again in alphabetical order, Iowa and Illinois, all the schools and other government functions that are going to be postponed or canceled due to the storm. Lastly, this last banner here down at the bottom in blue, weather alerts, has all the county information that you'll need. Again, it has those arrows on the right side that you can flip through, or you can click on it to get more information on each one. We'll be updating the website as the storm continues on Monday and Tuesday, so be sure to check back into ourquadcities.com for the latest information. Reporting from the digital newsroom, I'm Jarek Andreski.
And you can keep up to date on all the news and weather very easy. Also use the Our Quad Cities app on your mobile devices. On nights like this, keep emergency workers busy and ready for anything.
During the winter storm just a couple weeks ago, this was one of several rollovers. Police, firefighters, and medics responding to this one. With more snow tonight, those on the front lines are expecting more phone calls. Local 4's Eric Zizich joining us live in front of the Davenport Police Department with what they are prepared for. Eric?
Jim, and for first responders in dangerous conditions like this, it's all about the old adage, plan for the worst and hope for the best. So far, Davenport officials say that there's been 2 accidents so far. Of course, more are expected this evening. And Officer Lucas Rusk tells me that the key is driving defensively.
If someone tries to pass in front of you, you got to be able to make sure that you're driving at a speed where you know you can slow down and stop in a reasonable amount of time. So I see a lot of, obviously we see a lot of accidents, but we want to avoid those as much as possible. And as long as you're driving slow and cautiously, being a very defensive driver, usually you'll be okay.
Now, Officer Rusk says that one way to be cautious when you're on the road is to give plenty of space between you and the car in front of you just in case they happen to brake. Live in Davenport, Eric Zizich, Local 4 News.
Eric, thank you. And local fire departments need your help as well during this storm. Fire hydrants can get buried in snow by the plows making their way around the Quad Cities. This can delay firefighters when they respond to a call. Rock Island's fire marshal says it's crucial to keep hydrants clear so firefighters can find a water source immediately.
Not only does it take time, it also takes manpower. You know, when we get to a fire, the highest priority is making sure there's no victims. The second highest priority is making sure we have a water supply, you know, so that we can then safely go in and put out the fire. So it does take time away from attacking that fire, but it also takes manpower away.
The fire marshal says it's best to keep at least 3 feet clear around hydrants.